Welcome to Isha Inspired. I'm so excited that you're here. You know I love to play dress up. And today I'm super excited because I'm playing dress up, but I'm also really going to show you a skill that every woman should know how to master. It's how to wear a belt. It is probably one of the biggest questions that I get from women is like, what's the rule with a belt? Well, guess what? There are no rules. Maybe a couple, but it is specific. It is unique and individual for each person, depending on how we're built, where our curves are, where we tend to hang on weight, where we like our pant line to fit us. So there's so many factors. So what works for one doesn't always work for the other, but there are certain things that you can try that can help you be successful. So what I want to do with you is I want to share with you 4 steps that will really help you get ready to play dress up. And this doesn't just work for belts, it works for anything, but you gotta get ready. Right? We gotta get prepared and get in the mindset. For me, it might be having a little mimosa before I get going. But when we're playing dress up, it really should be time that you get to focus on you and play with you and be like a little girl again. So 4 things that you should do first off is 1, set aside the time. Okay, so if we don't give ourselves enough time and we're trying something, like if you're trying to head out the door and you're in a rush and you're thinking, oh, my outfit's missing something, it's not the time to do this, not the first time. Okay, once you get used to where the belt should fit you and what belts you really like to wear, then you can do those things. But really spend some time, and whether it's you're going to a store and you're trying on belts, working with me and we're playing with belts, or you're doing it on your own, all you need is a little time to get started. And step 2, get dressed. Same thing as like when you're trying on a bathing suit or you're trying on jeans, it can be quite a traumatic experience if you don't totally know what you're doing. And so when you have some makeup on, you have your hair done, you're not just rolling out of bed or getting done with a workout class, you're gonna be so much more successful because you're gonna be able to find something that works for you that you can try on. So today I have on this outfit, just some leggings, black leggings, gray top off the shoulder. Lots of things I can do with this, right? I can tie this. I've worn it as a dress. I wear it over leggings, but I wore this specifically today because it's a great one to show you different ways to wear belts. And it's also not all black. So I'm going to talk to you about how important belts are to be able to really, expand your wardrobe. So step 3, 2-piece rule. So when you're shopping for belts or even shopping in your own closet, having 2 pieces that match really well together. Now that doesn't mean perfect, and you're going to see that in what I do now, but if you have 2 pieces that work really well together, you really can mix anything, any fabric, any texture, any color combination, any print. You can do some wild things if you have those 2 pieces just right. So for me, the easiest thing for women, what I look for when I go into your closet and to work with you one-on-one, and I hear from you saying, gosh, I like the pieces that I have, but I just don't know how to put them all together. Most of the time it's because you don't have those 2 pieces. So when I go into the closet, that's the first thing that I do is I want to figure out with you, what are you missing? What pieces do we need to add? And a lot of times you may have all the pieces, just some of the colors may be off. So keep that in mind when you're shopping, and even when you're grabbing things to bring in the dressing room, think about that. Do you have a scarf that matches the belt? Do you have shoes that match the belt? Do you have earrings that match the belt? And I'm going to show you all those things in just a few minutes. Step 4, have patience. Just give yourself a break and know that you might walk into a store that has a ton of belts and not find one that works for you. It is a rhythm. It is something that you have to work on. And once you figure it out, you won't be afraid to try it. And those things will just pop out at you. So when you train yourself like, oh my gosh, I love peep toe booties. So I notice them everywhere. That's what I notice. I will notice that before I will notice a booty, a high heel, anything with a peep toe. It is like it jumps out at me. So the same thing will happen for you when you find that thing that really works for you. So are you ready to play some dress up? Because that's my favorite part. So I'm going to show you several different combinations using this outfit. I'm not going to change my shoes. I'm just going to add some accessories along with a belt, and I'm going to teach you how to wear it. So are you ready? We are going to start first. I'm going to show you how to make this look professional and business ready. All right, so first things first, when you're thinking more business, it's definitely going to be more of a structured belt. So most of the time, truly most of the time, belts that I carry in my shop are very, very basic. They don't have a lot going on with them. They're very simple. They may have a fun buckle on them, but they're very, very simple in the leather, and it makes it very easy that you can add extra holes. So I do always tell people, get belts that fit you lower at the waist so that you can wear them lower, as I'm gonna show you, but then also higher at the waist, and I'm also gonna show you how to tie those up. So these are two different widths. I'm gonna show you the difference with these two, but they are more of a structured belt that definitely is more of a structured, polished look. So even though my outfit right now is not a totally structured, polished look, I'm gonna turn it into one. So what I'm gonna do first, this particular belt is way too small to fit low on my hips. So I'm gonna wear it up high. So let me tell you, one of the things that I see first off is women try to belt here. So I'm gonna show you here on me. Can you see that? So here, if I pull this up literally just an inch higher, it takes inches off my waist. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull this up, but I also have to be mindful of this material. And look, you can see as I'm adjusting this, it makes everything look smaller and smaller because this becomes blousy. This starts to hug my hips, yet I still have this nice polished look. And then I'm actually just gonna throw a blazer over the top of this just to show you how you can even wear your casual clothes as business. So I love this easy, simple little jacket. I'm gonna pull this, and you can see how important this is to come up a little bit higher too. And you don't want to pull down on this. You want a little bit of blousy, but you still want this buckle to show like you would with a front tuck. So I'm gonna adjust this. My sleeves are a little longer. I actually love this look, but this is also really cute if I pushed these up here, right? So this is something I could go into a meeting, even though again, I have leggings and a cotton top on. This totally works. So now I'm gonna show you what it's like when I put on the skinnier belt, because some people, and again, we're all built different through the middle. If you're really petite, this might be too thick of a belt for you. And now when I take this belt, so I'm tall, but I don't have a super long torso. If you're a tall person or you have a really long torso, this might be too skinny and will just make you look longer. And that's one of the things when you have to play in the mirror, you have to snap pictures of yourself so you can look back on them. That's always so fun. And you know what's even better is when you send them to me. It makes me so happy. So this belt is actually a little bit longer. So I could wear this a little bit lower on the hips, and I could blouse this. And it still works, but this would probably be, oh my goodness. Woo! All right, I'm not gonna buckle it for now. This would be probably a little bit more casual Friday, right? Because I have this lower at the hips, but then when I bring it up higher, and I'm actually gonna do this now, remember I'm coming up higher, not directly under the breast. And some of you who are larger in the chest, I can certainly help you with finding the right thing for you, the right placement for you. So you can see already with this pulled down, all it does is makes everything stand up there. So I need to pull here. I need to pull this back, adjust this right here. And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna tuck it under, and then I'm gonna bring it right down. I'm gonna adjust all this. And now it is more of a polished look, right? So I could wear this to work. This definitely looks more dressed up than when I had it lower at the hips. But now it becomes, this is what you notice. And this is like the smallest part. So looking at the whole outfit, this becomes what draws your eye, which again, makes us all thinner. And lines, these points in this jacket are so great, and even these shoulder pads, because everything goes into this long line in the middle. So those are a few tips for you on the professional side. And now I'm gonna go the opposite direction, and we're gonna go a little boho chic. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about boho chic, and this is such a great trend because it really does make your all your looks a little bit more casual, a little bit more like, hey, I just threw this on and went. Years ago, it used to be so extreme, like so boho, like hippie chic, and now it's really fun because it's age appropriate for all ages, finding those different things that will work for you. So I have this fun belt here that actually can be worn as a necklace too. I can wrap this around my neck and wear it like a choker and have this hanging down the middle. But I'm going to use it today as a belt. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. But right off the bat, I'm just going to pull this off one shoulder, okay? And just that, right? Made it just look a little bit more relaxed, just playing with that line. So then I'm going to take this. I could actually take this belt and I could tie this in the back. I could bring it around the front and tie it in the front, okay? And wear it this way. But I'm actually gonna take it through the belt loops. So you take both sides. And here's what's fun, is here's the thing, is something like this is so great if you're somebody who gains and loses weight. I mean, it happens to the best of us, but it is so nice sometimes when you have things, like I tend to swing about 10 pounds fairly regularly because I love food and I love champagne. But I also love to work out. I love to eat healthy too. So that changes. Okay, so this is a great belt though, because there's a lot of different ways to wear it. So I am wearing it. I just put it on right now. I have it right down the middle, which isn't bad, right? I don't really mind that. I think that it's cute. I have the off the shoulder, and now everything can be a little bit more relaxed. It's not gonna pull so much. It doesn't have to be in such the right spot. It's just gonna be lower on my hips. I can turn it this way so that this becomes more of a focal point on this side, okay? So I can pull this down. So now I got this asymmetrical thing going, but even more so, because what happens when I have it on this side is your eye's being drawn here, here, and here, so it's going to a bunch of different places. So if I simply turn it over to this side, and now I'm gonna pull this side up a little bit because I want this asymmetrical look. I now have this line that goes down the side, and this all is down in a row. So it becomes like this pull that elongates and makes you look thinner. So don't we all wanna look that? So then I'm just gonna add a simple hat. And I could have put a black hat on with this, but what I like is this hat has a little bit of the black. And so it looks super cute because it pairs in with this. And I think earlier I told you this color, maybe I didn't, so now you're gonna know. This color is such a great basic color that looks so good on its own. So of all the colors, this is the one that literally can go with anything and you don't even have to have that second piece, okay? Because it's more of a skin tone kind of color, so that cognac color really can be worn all by itself. So right now I have all black and gray. I have nothing in this color. Would this be cute if I had shoes on this color? Absolutely, but I don't need it. So the hat, I went with the gray, again, because I had that little black, so I feel like it balances out nicely. So I have one other look for you in the boho chic range, but we're gonna go a little to the silver side. All right, so now I have grabbed a belt buckle with silver. So this is another thing that I see happening in a lot of women's closets is they have maybe a ton of gold jewelry and all their belt buckles are silver, or vice versa. All their jewelry silver and their belt buckles are gold, and so things don't work for them. Same thing if you have heavily grommeted or zippered shoes. So really pay attention to that when you're shopping, because again, if you have those two pieces that work well together, you can make anything work. And there are ways to mix your metals. Today, I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna add silver to this. So silver is always gonna be a cooler tone. It's not gonna be as soft as the golds, but still you can make it just fabulous. I love the silvers too. So I have this great eyelet belt. Remember I told you again, everything's very simple. This has great, you can put more holes in it. There are holes all the way through it, and it's nice and long. So I'm gonna actually do this one lower at the hips. And this belt is a chocolate brown. So right off the bat, so again, I have to pull this back. I have to play with it a little bit, right? And get it in the right position. So you can see when I have it showing here, my hips look wider, but when I cover and all you see is this front part, it makes me appear narrower. So I have this silver on silver. Now this is kind of a chocolate mauve brown, which doesn't totally work with this. So I'm gonna put this kimono over the top, and you will see how how great this works. Now here's the thing, is there's no brown, no gray, no black, nothing in this that is any color with the rest of this except for this belt. And this chocolate brown belt actually turns a burgundy color because I have it next to the burgundy. So now I have this great look, nice layering look. I can tie this in the front. I could even put the belt on the outside of this, but those two pieces that work so well completely pull everything together. So now I'm going to show you maybe a little bit of a utilitarian, sporty look. All right, so now I'm going to take this outfit just a little bit different direction. So I have this canvas belt that is more of kind of that utilitarian kind of, God, I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm not, but hey, if I'm not, hopefully you're getting a little chuckle from it. But kind of an easy to wear, but it gives it a different look. So it has more of like a relaxed, sporty vibe. Could even go the preppy look, but it's not really that professional look. It's not really that boho look. So it kind of has its own specific thing. And even though this is a brown like the last one, the buckle here is kind of this charcoal, dark, dark, dark gray. So what's amazing is when I have it next to the black, it turns black. And when I have it next to gray, it turns gray. So I'm going to put it on with this. And it's just a crossover. So I can wear it low on the hips, like I'm going to show you here, but I could pull this up as well for this particular look. Oh, that's actually cute. For this particular look, I'm going to wear it lower, but I will show you. Same way with this is you're just going to take this. You can wind it up and keep winding it and taking it back, or you just tuck it through the top here, and then there is your look there. But for this, I'm going to show it lower on the hips. And even though this belt is easy to work, it still stays in place. I know a lot of times we get nervous about trying things. We think it's going to move around in our outfit. And if you're going to pull on things a lot, I can give you some tips and help you specifically with things that you should look for in a belt and what materials you should wear so that they don't pull or fall. But this cotton, it clings to things. So it's really a good thing, especially clinging against the leggings. So this is thought out when I do these things. So lower at the hips. So this one, unlike the other brown belt that I did, I could totally wear this outfit because I have that two-piece that works with this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this great sweater over the top of this. And this is not even the same brown, but it is in that mocha shade family. So super cute with this. And then this is so fun because I can just tie it over the top. So now I have taken the most basic leggings, the most basic top, a simple, very soft, comfortable waffle knit sweater, and a canvas belt, and created a completely polished, amazing piece. So now I want to show you just the difference between what accessories you put with it. All right, so I have two more little tips that I want to give you, and this is when it comes to accessories. So I'm showing you two black belts here, and a lot of times we think, oh, it's a black belt with a gold buckle. That's totally fine because I'm wearing gold jewelry and I need the black. Well, these are two and these even have cutouts. These are two completely different belts because I have one with the brass. I have one with more the polished, shiny gold, which definitely gives a different look. So if I put on this and not drop the bracelet, I'm just gonna hook this here, put this here, adjust this again, right? And I'm just gonna put on this gold cuff that you can see has more modern lines like this. So it totally ties it in together. But now I'm gonna show you the opposite. When I take the other belt, it's a little bit more casual and boho. I'm gonna put on these fun earrings now. So these are a great two-piece option because they have the gray and the black. And then I have the fun chain coming down, the gold chain coming down. So that gold chain is kind of a brassy, it's not a super bright. And now I'm gonna take this belt that is more the round buckle, so it's a little bit softer, a little bit more relaxed versus the other. And I'm gonna put this on. And you can see how perfectly these two pieces pair. So the accessories are super important. So if you're looking at redoing your wardrobe or you're thinking you don't have things that work well, take a look at those pieces first. Make sure you have some of the basics, but even if you don't have the basics, you can do so much when you have the two pieces that work for you. So my hope as always is that you feel inspired and excited about your own wardrobe and that you feel more confident in trying new things and just playing around and playing dress up. I'm always here for you. I can always do a consultation with you. Even if we can't get together in person, we can do it online. We can get on camera together. You can try on belts. I can mirror them for you, and we can just play and figure out where that perfect spot is for you. Because once you find that spot, you have conquered one of the most important things for your wardrobe, and you will feel amazing every time you put a belt on. So again, I hope you're feeling inspired. Now let's go play some dress up.